because I want to share my story with y'all on the sinister plot enacted by Samantha White, Olive White, her family, and my family to unalive me and get me institutionalized. I want to preface this with I've never been incompetent or incapable of taking care of myself. I've taken care of myself and my family for years. I've never failed to hold a job. I've never failed to hold some type of income for my life. I started TikTok 5 years ago, and I've been making income off of TikTok for 5 years. This is me on top of my truck, in front of my house, with my money, on top of the truck that I paid for, $6,500 cash, $6,600 cash, top of the house that was paid for, with everything that I owned. I held down a job in the oil field for 2.5 years, despite being constantly attacked and discriminated against by coworkers and management. I was literally ran over by one of the workers there, Johnny Miles. He pulled out a box cutter and told me, "I'll skin you like the fucking black nigger you are." He told me, "I'll skin you like the black nigger you are." Looking me dead in the eyes when I told management, they suspended me. And Johnny got to keep working. This is the type of conditions that I was in. There was another manager that literally took me behind some tanks and said, "Let's fucking fight." I posted up to him because I'll never be no fucking pussy. I posted up to him, and once he realized that I was serious, he tried to report me to management. I was again written up and punished for that situation. This is me in the glasses that Terry Powell stole. He has over 10,000. He's stolen over at least $20,000 worth of shit from me, easily. No longer have these glasses. No longer have my truck. No longer have my house because Terry burned it down. And the night of the incident, he just happened to be the first one at the house telling me that it was my fault and I wasn't living right. He was the first one there on the scene when this happened because he's the one who burned it down. I was meant to die in this house fire. I was meant to perish in this house fire because when I broke up with Olive White, Samantha White, all of a sudden my job's discriminatory and assault attacks vamped up to the 10th degree. And this is when things start to get scary, spooky, crazy, hilarious. I was in a should have been fatal truck accident. I was in a fatal truck accident. Hold on. This is the side of the cab that I was on. It hit my side first, head on. And this is where the illegal life insurance policies taken out under my name come in. I was in a house fire and a catastrophic truck crash, a near fatal truck crash, all within less than a year apart from each other. Less than a year apart from each other. I want to say a few months apart. A house fire where I know I should have died. I was asleep when the fire started. And a truck crash, all within the same time frame. But after all that happened, and the lack of support made me realize this job nor my family cared about me. This was before I realized the deep-rooted and sinister plot against my life that they were all in cahoots with. It's before I realized that. I was constantly being harassed and stalked. By family, members of my family, and members of Olive White's family. They actually actually coerced me into a setup situation. One night, went back to my house after I'd moved to Midland. Went back to my house where she set me up, and her dad jumped out of the car, had no business being there. She was just coming to the house to pick up some of her stuff because I refused to be with her. So she began to work with my family and her family to take my life. I refused to be with her, did not want to be with her. She was cheating on me with one of my friends that I allowed to live with me in my house, as well as her living with me in my house. For years, I tried to get away from her. She refused to leave me. That's beside the point. She tried to set me up one night. Her dad came in with a gun. I had to talk him down. I let him know how his daughter told me about how he would molest her as a kid and how CPS was involved in their family all throughout her childhood. I let him know about it. He lost his temper at her, and it prompted me an opening window to get away. It prompted me an opening window to escape their attempt at my life. But back to the topic. These are my nephews. I used to think they were my brothers, so I figured out that my dad was actually my granddad, or my granddad is actually my real dad. Used to think these two were my brothers, and honestly, I know now more than ever, without a shadow of a doubt, that they're not. They've always been jealous individuals. Paris Lash, I've let him stay and live with me in every single house that I have ever lived at. Every single house or apartment that I've ever had, I ever worked for and ever maintained with my own money, I allowed him to live. He's never had a house of his own. He lives at the Salvation Army perpetually. He's tried to talk and coerce and manipulate any woman that I've ever brought around him. He's worked with Terry Powell to steal my truck and all of my belongings. And Brandon Brackens came and attacked me a couple months ago on behalf of Terry Powell. He came and assaulted me, or at least tried to. He's the one who tried to assault me. These two are supposed to be my older brothers. I'm the youngest one out of both of them. I'm the younger one out of both of them. And despite me moving from Odessa, Texas to Midland, Texas into an apartment his son, my nephew, was paying for because he's disabled. My nephew, BJ, Brandon was using BJ's disablement check to not only buy drugs and alcohol, but to fund all types of toxicity within his life. When I moved to Midland to help Brandon, which he needed no help. When I moved to Midland initially, he was 4 months behind on his rent. I helped him pay his rent. He was 4 months behind, facing eviction. I came in and saved the day. Throughout this whole process, even despite me getting another job to give him more money, he proceeded to tell Terry and the rest of the family that I would refuse to help him. Mind you, I was the only one in the house with a car. These two, no car, no jobs. No car, no jobs. I was the only one in the apartment with a car and a steady job. Here's another picture of another vehicle I owned, bought it cash, my truck in front of my house. Because these people wanted me broke, disgusted, and ugly, ass out on the street. So if I would share this story with you guys, there would be no hope. No one would believe me. But they didn't expect, they underestimated my abilities to be fucking independent, which it's insane to me. It lets me know their capacity mentally, because their abuse and constant attacks since I was a child, the molestation, the isolation, the degradation, prompted me to be a hyper independent individual. So for them to think that I'd never be able to take care of myself is mind blowing to me, when I've taken care of them my whole life. This is me at my job after moving to Midland, after being in a house fire, leaving a job that was racist and almost dying at that job for that job. This is me at another job. I never gave up, because I never gave up. I kept working. I got this dude, Paris Lash, this job here. I got him this job. And despite me constantly helping these people, they continuously orchestrated attacks against me. Despite me housing these people, feeding these people, they relentlessly attacked me. My sisters that I've never, their whole lives, big cats. Family means absolutely nothing, big cats. Family means absolutely nothing. Their whole lives, I've protected them, provided for them, supported them. Money, ask brother for it, you got it. Love, rides, anything you need, you got it. I would take them all out to dinner. I would take them all out to lunch. Anything they wanted, they could get from me. They were this quick to sell me out, lie on me, gossip about me, and spin narratives, sell me out for crumbs. They were that quick to do it. And I've showed them that. Look at their smiles. Annabelle used to tell me Happy Father's Day. She used to tell me Happy Father's Day. She said, you were more of a father than me than Terry Powell has ever been. And they were that quick to sell me out, big cats. They were that quick to gossip about me and side with my abusers, with the people who abuse me. After my brothers, or my nephews, the one I showed you earlier, after they worked with these two big, fat, nasty, disgusting fucks to steal my truck, my glasses, after they worked with them to get me ass out, make sure that I had no means of working anymore, no means of supporting myself anymore, everyone left me. They abandoned me. They didn't think I would be able to support myself. This is where the plot twist. They thought they left me for fucking dead, but I'm the fucking big cat. So after these two nasty, diabolical fat fucks worked with Paris, Nicole's whore ass, Nicole Grimes' whore ass, Paris and Brandon, after they all worked together to steal all my shit, they mocked me. They told me, you need to get a job so you can get a car. You need to get a job so you can get a truck. You need to get a job so you can get some shit. They mocked me. They mocked me because they thought I was going to be ass out and end up homeless like Paris. They didn't expect me to be able to support myself. They mocked me. And once they realized I wouldn't be mocked, they tried to spin narratives. They got my sisters involved. They bribed and coerced them to tell them I was mentally incapable. I was mentally unstable. They bribed and coerced them to say I was abusive, to say I was greedy. And then after that, they sent individuals in to kill me. Individuals with firearms. And then after that, they sent Brandon and they sent everything under the fucking table. They sent law enforcement. They sent everything they could to try to take me the fuck out. People that I've done nothing but love, respect, and care for 30 years. Big cats, if you think your family won't fucking do it to you, they will. They will. And it's crazy, big cats. A 20v1, I feel like fucking Aubrey Graham. Despite every single fucking thing they threw at me, none of it stuck. Not a single bit of it stuck. Because when you're a person of high rank and integrity, I promise you, live a righteous life. Because living wicked never helps nothing or nobody. Nobody, baby. I want to share my story with you guys because it gets wicked in this bitch. Big cats. It's crazy because every time they attacked me, I got stronger. I got wiser. They really tried to bury me, big cats. They tried to bury me. And the only reason Nicole, this nasty, disgusting bitch, she was so comfortable taking out life insurance policies and trying to steal from me because when I got hospitalized, she thought I was done for. She thought all the spell work and the poisoning. Hey, I know this thing, oh my God, they're working with Gladys, they're working with Devin, they're working with everybody. Big cats, I had my whole family trying to kill me. My whole family tried to kill me. And when she thought I was on my deathbed, she started exposing shit. She exposed the fact that she had been using my identity. Inadvertently, of course. You know how stupid and arrogant they are. Narcissistic sociopaths. You know how fucking retarded, reprobate, and arrogant they are. So she began to run off at the mouth, talking about my credit scores and my bank statements. How the fuck do you have access to any of this information, you stupid bitch? And I just played it cool. Played it quiet. Acted like I didn't hear what she was saying. She exposed herself. The whole time, I was telling her, why haven't you helped me get my truck back, my glasses back, my laptop back? Because they took everything from me. Everything. I cried many nights. The crying is over. The crying is over. I cried many nights. Seffi, Leo Jr., baby Seffi. Because y'all know I loved my cats. This was me in front of my house. I had an established life. I was forced to continuously land on my feet time and time again after several attempts in my life to assassinate my character, my integrity, and my love for self. I was forced to land on my feet time and time again. Constantly sending family members to my property to spy on me, harass me. These people have no business being at my house. This was just two of many individuals that were constantly coming to siphon me, ask me for money, ask me for shelter. Big heads. Despite all the attacks that were thrown at me, I landed on my feet constantly. Despite the attempts to assassinate my character, leave me high and dry, and completely fuck me. The Most High pulled me through all of it. The Most High God. And the Most High God is still pulling me through all of it. Because I need y'all to understand. Falling down doesn't define you. Staying down defines you. I've been attacked by over 100 people. And I not now one of them made me the victim. They only showed me how much more stronger I am than all of them. They only showed me how much more capable I am than all of them. I didn't crash out. I didn't crash out not one time. I defended myself. And I reigned supreme under the guidance and the authority of the Most High God. My ancestors, the ascended masters, and the angels that protect me on every and any given time and basis. I gave up my babies. I gave up my babies. Y'all don't know how many nights I cried, was broken, punching the ground. You don't know how many nights I've had to break myself because I refused to be broken by these demonic individuals. So now it's time for them to face the consequences of their actions. And it ain't gonna be pretty, I promise you that. But guys, I need y'all to know, if you don't think your family will do it to you, they absolutely will. And if you don't think they'll work with lovers behind the scenes and friends, close friends of yours, close relatives that they know you're transparent with, if you don't think they'll work, if you don't think they'll scheme and plot against you, my own sisters that I've done nothing to, absolutely nothing to. The ideal brother, they were this quick to turn on me, this quick to lie on my name, this quick to spin narratives over me. Big cats. Put your faith in the Most High God above anything else, because human will let you down every single time. Much love.